France. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup, and we are all set to go, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Dragons of Paris. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's Walker to start the drive. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
To throw on second down is Smith. He finds Smith and Jigba. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. 3rd and 7 now. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
DC, right? Oh.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a throw here, hauled in. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. But you look at this defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And not just speed, not just their physical skills. You know what pulls it all together for this secondary? Their smarts and communication. They play really well as a unit.
They run again with Walker. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Throwing now is Gino. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. So now on comes the field goal unit. And, wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this will stay a one-score game as the lead will hold at 6.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Well, the first play in the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Jackson now. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Jackson. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down. 4th down, here's Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try the right side with Eckler to the 27-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd down and 6. On the option, here's Eckler. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. That is caught. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. 6-0 our score after 1. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2nd and 7. Here's Jackson. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Andrews. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Yo. You at X.
Eckler will take it in. Touchdown. Justin Tucker for the extra point. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Smith. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Out of the gun, Smith. Flush to his right. And it's caught inside the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. It's a big play there for Seattle. 44 yards. From the red zone now, Smith. He'll buy some time right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Smith on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Walker will take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown. The extra point now coming from Myers. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. They'll take over. 1st down and 10.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go. We've seen teams get the hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they're on a 1st or 2nd seed come playoff time.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A give, Eckler running to the right. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They go play action with Jackson. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 19-yard line.
And Jackson throwing once more. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Smith's throw into the hands of Lockett. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Smith on first down. He completes this to Walker. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. Smith now to throw. Flushed out right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now stands at 13. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. His guys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
A 49-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the 3rd quarter. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Running on first down, Eckler. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So he stopped for no gain. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
That's caught, and it's Eckler again. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Jackson, option right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Lamar Jackson scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Dragons are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And his guys are going to take over at their own 38-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
13.
Up the middle with Eckler. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. First target, first catch, and a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
From the 23, here's the 2nd and 5.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks' 18-yard line.
18-yard line. Brings up third down.
Jackson looking to throw on third. Dancing to his left. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
No, we changed it.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
59 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
This Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation. Jackson from the shotgun. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Escaping, fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards from all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Running left is Walker. To the 43, 2nd down.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
Check 59, cover.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. On third down, here's Walker. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Ken Walker, his third touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Seahawks use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Now it's Jackson.
That's complete. Left side to Bateman.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Again, Jackson.
Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
At the 15-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Zay Flowers.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Dragons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
So the victory here for Seattle, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for the Seahawks,
the victory moves them to 7-1 on the year.
And they will head back home next week.
Meanwhile, for Paris,
it's just their second loss so far to go along with their 7 wins. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.